Right now, someone has complete control over your emotions. They can make you angry with a single comment. They can ruin your day with one criticism. They can make you doubt yourself with just a look. And here's the brutal truth. You're letting them. Every time you react, you hand over your power. Every time you get triggered, you become their puppet. But what if I told you there are exactly 3 laws that separate the mentally weak from the mentally unbreakable? 3 rules that once mastered make you completely immune to external chaos. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you how to become the person who never flinches, the one people can't figure out, the one who stays calm while everyone else loses their minds. Because once you understand these 3 laws, no one will ever have power over you again. First law, never give an immediate reaction to anything that's designed to trigger you. Picture this scenario. You're in a meeting. Your boss criticizes your work in front of everyone. Your face turns red. Your heart races. Every instinct tells you to defend yourself, to argue back, to prove them wrong. Stop. This is the moment that separates the powerful from the powerless. The weak react immediately. The strong pause. Here's what most people don't understand. Every reaction is a choice. You think it's automatic, but it's not. Between the trigger and your response, there's a gap, a moment where you decide who controls you. The mentally unbreakable have mastered this gap. When someone insults them, they pause. When faced with criticism, they pause. When pressured to react, they pause. But here's the secret. This pause isn't passive, it's active. In that moment, you're asking 3 questions. Does this deserve my energy? Will my reaction serve my goals? Am I being controlled right now? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. Watch what happens when you master this. The person trying to trigger you starts to panic. They expected anger. They got calm. They expected a reaction. They got silence. And in that moment, they realize they have no power over you. Your boss criticizes you. You pause, nod thoughtfully and say, "I'll consider that." Your colleague tries to embarrass you. You pause, smile slightly, and change the subject. Someone insults you online. You pause and don't respond at all. This isn't weakness. This is weaponized self-control. Second law, create an unbreachable barrier between external events and your internal state. Imagine your mind as a fortress. Right now, the gates are wide open. Every criticism walks right in. Every setback sets up camp. Every disappointment moves in and redecorates. But the mentally unbreakable? Their fortress has a firewall. Here's how it works. When something happens to you, a rejection, a failure, a betrayal, it hits your firewall first. And this firewall asks one simple question. Does this change who I am? If the answer is no, it gets blocked, rejected, denied entry. Someone doesn't hire you, the firewall blocks it. That's about them, not you. Someone breaks up with you, the firewall filters it. That's about compatibility, not your worth. Someone criticizes your appearance, the firewall deletes it. That's about their standards, not your value. But here's where most people mess this up. They think this means becoming cold, becoming numb, becoming disconnected. Wrong. The firewall doesn't block everything. It's intelligent. It lets in what serves you and blocks what destroys you. Constructive feedback from someone you respect, that gets through. Genuine concern from someone who cares, that gets through. Random criticism from someone irrelevant, blocked. The key is programming your firewall correctly. You do this by getting crystal clear on your core values. When you know who you are and what you stand for, external noise can't shake your foundation. Most people have no firewall at all. Every opinion becomes their reality. Every setback becomes their identity. Every criticism becomes their truth. But when you build this barrier, something amazing happens. You become unshakable. Not because nothing affects you, but because you choose what affects you. Third law. Turn every attempt to weaken you into proof of your strength. This is the most advanced law, and it's what separates the truly unbreakable from everyone else. Here's the mindset shift. Every attack on you is actually evidence of your power. Think about it. Why do people try to bring you down? Because you're up. Why do they criticize you? Because you're doing something worth noticing. Why do they gossip about you? Because your life is more interesting than theirs. The moment you understand this, everything changes. Criticism becomes confirmation. Attacks become applause. Resistance becomes recognition. When someone tries to embarrass you publicly, instead of feeling shame, you think, they're so threatened by me that they had to make this public. When someone spreads rumors about you, instead of feeling hurt, you think, I'm living in their head, rent-free. When someone tries to undermine your confidence, instead of doubting yourself, you think, they see my potential even when I don't. This isn't delusional thinking. This is strategic reframing. You're taking their weapon and turning it into your shield. But here's the real power move. You don't announce this flip. You don't tell them, your criticism means nothing to me. You just embody it. You let your unshakable energy speak for itself. When they insult you and you genuinely smile, they get confused. When they try to pressure you and you stay completely calm, they get frustrated. When they attack you and you seem to grow stronger, they get scared, because now they realize they're not just failing to hurt you, they're actually helping you. Every attack is training. Every criticism is conditioning. Every attempt to break you is building you. Here's your challenge. For the next 24 hours, apply these 3 laws. Law number 1, pause before every reaction. Count to 3 before responding to anything designed to trigger you. Law number 2, filter everything through your firewall. Ask, does this change who I am? Before letting anything affect your mood. Law number 3, flip the script. See every attack as evidence of your power. Every criticism as confirmation of your impact. Most people will fail this test. They'll make it 2 hours before someone triggers them, and they react immediately. They'll last until lunch before letting someone else's opinion ruin their day. But if you can master these 3 laws, something incredible happens. You become untouchable. Not because nothing bothers you, but because you've trained yourself to be unbothered by what doesn't matter. And when people can't affect you, when they can't control you, when they can't break you, that's when you realize you've achieved something most never will. Complete mental dominance. The person who tried to hurt you, they failed. The situation that was supposed to break you, you're still standing. The criticism that was meant to destroy your confidence, you're stronger than ever. Remember this, your mind is either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. There's no middle ground. Master these 3 laws, and you join the ranks of the mentally unbreakable. The ones who walk through chaos with a smile. The ones who stay calm when everyone else is panicking. The ones who turn every attack into armor. Ignore them, and you'll spend your life being controlled by everyone else's emotions, opinions, and agendas. The choice is yours, but choose quickly, because every moment you wait is another moment you're giving your power away, and you've done that long enough.